We are cashing in, ladies and gentlemen, going 3-0 on yesterday's plays. Hopefully you guys all tapped in and rolled those picks because we are absolutely cashing in bets. Nick Mencken here with Pickdawgz. Today is September 28th, 2023, and on this show, all we care about is the first 6 outs of the ball game, plain and simple. A NRFI means no runs first inning, while a YRFI means yes runs first inning. But before I get into my free plays, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're looking for my top plays, my lock of the day, head on over to Pickdawgz.com and check out our premium picks tab. That's where you'll find my lock of the day just for $20. And best of all of our daily packages come with credit guarantee. You can read more about this on our website under any daily package we cappers have to offer. Now, going 3-0 yesterday, sweeping the tables, ladies and gentlemen, and we're looking to stay absolutely hot as we have been the past 3 weeks. Let's roll right into game number 1. We got the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. Right now for the Boston Red Sox, Chris Sale will be on the mound with a 6-4 record and a 4.42 ERA. He'll be matched up against the Baltimore Orioles' Kramer with a 12-5 record and a 4.25 ERA. Both of these starting pitchers have very similar ERAs. I will say that Kramer is pitching back in Baltimore, where he has found a ton of success this season. The Baltimore Orioles are clearly still in that first place, right behind those Tampa Bay Rays, trying to chase him down for that playoff spot. I know Kramer's going to be coming locked in, ready to play, and then you got Sale. Sale's been having an up and down year, but I will say something. His last couple outings, he's looked sharp from the start in pitch number 1. I don't think any runs are coming across in the first 6 outs of this ball game. That's why in game number 1, between the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles, we're smacking the NRFI. No runs first inning. So we're on to our second game between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. Right now for the Miami Marlins, Luzardo will be on the mound with a 10-9 record with a 3.73 ERA. He'll be matched up against the New York Mets' Peterson with a 3-8 record and a 5.37 ERA. Peterson does have a high-end ERA for a starting pitcher. His record indicates that he hasn't been having that great of a season, which he has not. He is pitching back at home. He is hit or miss at home. And then you got Luzardo. Luzardo's looked absolutely fantastic for this Miami Marlins ball club and the rotation. I think he's carried this rotation all season long in the Miami Marlins must-win ball games. I know Luzardo will be more so locked in. I'm more concerned about Peterson in this Miami Marlins team, as the New York Mets absolutely put a whooping to the Miami Marlins in that yesterday's doubleheader. In the first game, I believe it was 11-2. Last time I checked, they absolutely scorched the ball on the Miami Marlins, and I'm thinking that the Miami Marlins, they got to start winning ball games, especially right now. You can't wait around, especially with how the way the NL wildcard's looking right now. I think the Miami Marlins are going to jump out of the gates and attack early in this ball game on Peterson. I absolutely love runs to be scored in the first 6 outs of this ball game, leaning more towards that Miami Marlins to jump out on ahead of this New York Mets team. That's why in game number 2 between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets, we're smacking the YRFI yes runs first inning. Let's roll into our third and final game between the Texas Rangers and the Seattle Mariners. Right now for the Texas Rangers, Montgomery will be on the mound with a 10-11 record and a 3.25 ERA. He'll be matched up against the Seattle Mariners' Logan Gilbert with a 13-7 record and a 3.75 ERA. I will say something about Logan Gilbert is sometimes early on in his starts, he gets hit in the first and second inning, but he is pitching back at home, and he's looked a lot sharper in his last 5 outings. Hasn't really given up any runs in those first couple of innings. I think he's looked a lot sharper. His fastball curveball mix is really working for him, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. Then you got Montgomery on the other hand. He's a southpaw, big guy on the mound, and he's been great. He's been a great add-on for this Texas Rangers rotation. This game has huge implications. I think it's going to be a lot closer matchup than people think. I don't think necessarily these offenses are going to jump out on one another, but I think it's going to be a fundamentally sound baseball game, and it starts with these pitchers, Montgomery and Gilbert. I think they'll both be locked in from pitch number 1. That's why in game number 3 between the Texas Rangers and the Seattle Mariners, we're smacking the NRFI. No runs first inning. Let's take a recap of the games that I've selected for you today. Game number 1 between the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles, NRFI. Game number 2 between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. YRFI, yes runs, first inning in our third and final game. Between the Texas Rangers and the Seattle Mariners, we're smacking the NRFI, no runs, first inning. Once again, this is Nick Mencken with Pickdawgz. If you have not done so, smack that like button. Helps me out a ton, and it costs you none. And I want to see those money bags in the comments from yesterday's 3-0 sweep. And if you're looking for my top plays, my premium picks, my lock of the day, check that description below. The link is there, and I will see you guys tomorrow.